So here's a fun thing. I don't know if my mic's working or not. I'm gonna try turning down the music a little bit. Check. 1, check 2. OBS certainly seems to think that my mic is on and working. But it sure as hell doesn't want to let me monitor it at all. Let's see. Check 1, check 2. Nope. Oh. So I have no idea if this is working or if it sounds any good. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to play it by ear, maybe. I guess. And if somebody wanders in, they can tell me if my stream sounds shitty or not. So, yeah. What a great way to get started on a game that I am kind of excited about. I saw this kind of randomly come through my Twitter. Somebody was streaming the demo before it was released. So I tuned in real quick, and within 5 minutes, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna turn this thing off because I want to experience it for myself. It is a game by Black Tabby Games. It is called Slay the Princess, in which you're going to see, hopefully you can actually hear what I'm talking about. In which you're supposed to slay a princess. And it's got some cool, creepy vibes. I was very happy that I could reuse the cabin photo I took from Unsplash that I was using for Inscription on this stream. Saved me a little bit of work. All that work I spent trying to get the microphone to work properly. Yeah. Anyway. So we're going to give that a shot. It's a choicey, pointy, clicky game. A lot of dialogue. A heck of a lot of voice acting. So I'll have to screw around with the levels, I'm sure. And also a fair amount of content warnings. Those of which I'm going to read to you right now, actually. First thing I'm going to do is... I'm going to go ahead and try to transition into the game. Let's see if it works. Ooh, cool. Something actually worked. That's awesome. So this is the screen you see as soon as you boot up the demo. Demo is now available on Steam. I don't know if it's available on itch yet, but I believe that the devs have said that it will be. And the content warnings that you see here that it is talking about, I will point them out for you, or I'll read them from their website for you. The following is a list of specific content warnings for Slay the Princess. Direct spoilers will be avoided, but if you wish to avoid general spoilers for the game's content, scroll at your own risk. There are flashing images in the game, so if that's a health risk for you, please proceed with caution. So we're going to do a little scroll. Those content warnings are suicide, coercion to suicide, death, loss of bodily autonomy, gore, disturbing imagery, body horror, self-harm, unreality, amputation, self-amputation, claustrophobia, and auditory horror. So... if you are tuning into this stream, and I don't know why you would, because I've only got 5 followers, and they're all good friends of mine, and you're just happily randomly clicking on things on Twitch one day, if you've listened to those content warnings and thought, that gives me an icky feeling in my heart, you might want to bounce. I appreciate you coming by. But this may not be the thing for you. I'm kind of going in blind here, so I'm not sure how intense these content warnings are. I remember reading the content warnings for a little game called Doki Doki Literature Club, and thinking, how bad could it be? And then about halfway through that game, I had to take a walk outside and clear my head because it fucked with my brain. So fair warning. I was going to try to, what would have been good is if I would have gotten Nightbot to just throw the link to the content warnings in every 10 minutes. But we didn't. So we're going to get started. If anybody can hear me, which I'm not sure that they can. But let's give it a shot. Now to click the deal. Oh, we're not getting any game audio. Batting 1,000. Okay. Hoping that is loud enough. And not too overly loud. Because audio and streaming is like black magic. Let's do that. I'll kick up my microphone a little bit. And we'll get started. Let's just jump in, shall we? Pop, pop, pop.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Cool. Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Very dramatic, yes. Hold on. Before we go any further, sorry, it totally breaks the mood. I know. We're going to turn that audio down just a little bit. Because I think it is competing with my golden voice. Check one. Okay, that seems better. All right, let's see how that works out for now. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Fair. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Also fair. Can't somebody else do this? Goodness, there are an awful lot of choices. Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Vive la revolution. My God, there's a lot of things. Walk toward the cabin, turn around and leave. Let's just walk toward the cabin. I'm gonna play through this a couple of times. I got plenty of time. Let's just go. Lead on, narrator.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Sure. Okay.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah. OBS is giving me a warning. I've never seen this warning before. Well, if I got stuttering, I can throw it away later. Ooh. I like that effect, but I'm checking it against my computer to see what's up. I mean, it looks okay to me. So we'll just keep going. Okay, warning, hit me.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I'm guessing that's my weapon then? Yeah?
The blade is your implement.
Ah, okay.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Sure. Murder. You gotta have a murder weapon. Well, okay.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
So obviously this is pretty easy going so far. Sure, let's do the thing.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Homeboy really wants me to kill this girl. Which is automatically sus.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Sure it does.
Who's there?
It's commanding, almost as though she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, hi. Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you or continue down the stairs. I like the idea of just brightly going, hey, what's up? Hi, hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Cool. What about the other one? Did she break that, or is that just for show? Is my question. Hang on just a second. I'm going to continue to futz with stuff until I can tell if anybody can hear me. Let's go.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Well, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Well, you shouldn't.
Oh. Fair enough.
She's right, we should. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Huh. I mean, she was pretty forward, right? Like, she was like, maybe you shouldn't. Hang on to it.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Yeah, but that's like cookie jar shit. Like, now I want to find out what you can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing.
I don't think she's bluffing either, dude.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Kills us. What if she kills us? What is this us thing? Is it, am I the narrator and the guy with the knife and the hero? Am I... Are you sure she's not armed? I mean, she's got two of them. Sorry. I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade. Slay the princess. Just to be like, nah, I'm not. I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Oh. Fine, then I guess we're at an impasse. Huh.
I guess we are.
Yeah. Yeah. Meh.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
They really want me to do something, huh? Just stare at her.
Stare at the princess, squinting fiercely.
I got a fierce squint.
She squints back.
Hey.
The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Possibly. Asshole.
You'll have to blink eventually. Just make a choice.
See, I hate the two of you. Oh, you're gonna make me choose. I don't like that either. What if I just sit here? What if I sit here and mute my mic and figure out if anybody can actually hear what I'm saying? What am I doing? Drop the blade, slay the princess. Drop the blade, slay the princess. Drop the blade, slay the princess. Hell, it's in the title. Let's do it.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Whoops.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Nice.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Whoa.
The blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Man, she's fierce.
We can still turn this around.
Doubtful. Flee and lock her in the basement. Finish the job. Give up. Can we finish the job? Can we do this? Or do we just run off? Girl hits like Little Mac. Finish job. Let's go. Try it.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Okay.
Excuse me?
I mean, that's fair. I mean, if you're killing her to save the world, what of self-sacrifice? Why are your... Hold up. What's up with my fingernails? Why does my skin look like this all of a sudden? That is not how my skin looked before. That's a new thing.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Okay, what's up with my hand, dude?
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Okay, well that's fine, but am I some kind of creature? What's going on?
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
Yeah, you know what? You've grown on me too, to be honest.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would, but I have to wonder. Do you really think this is the end?
I've been playing for 10 minutes. No, I don't think so.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. But you don't have the time to worry over such things. Everything goes black, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Let's do it again. Time loops, baby. I want to see my hands.
You're here to slay her.
I get it.
If you don't, it will be
end of the world.
End of the
yes.
world.
End of the world. Yes, thank you. Okay, I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened? Okay, no, but I died. She's gonna kill me again. But I already slew the princess. She also killed me. I definitely got her. Why am I here again? Oh, don't worry. I'll gladly slay that princess. She got it coming. Perfect. Good. This is intimidating as hell. This is a lot of branches. And even if some of these branches go back into some things, like just looking at this list is ridiculous and remarkable, and I kind of love it. But I already slew the princess. Yes.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Are we though? Are we though? Turn that up a little bit.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's going to kill us again. Oh, is there another one of us in here?
What do you mean, in here?
If you go to the cabin, you might as well just throw yourself at her feet and beg for mercy. You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff that pathetic little voice to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Okay, but which little voice? Can he only hear the one? Okay. Oh, don't worry. I'll gladly slay that princess. Can I come in? Yep, okay, definitely gonna slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. I have one last warning for you.
Is this about how she lies?
She will lie, she will cheat,
Yeah.
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Of course.
Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
It's not her lies that'll stop us.
Yeah, she's a brute, dude. She will jack us straight in the jaw.
I must admit, I'm a little worried about going back in there.
Yeah?
I don't
Yeah.
want to be as much of a downer as my new roommate, but we were definitely outclassed last time. She seems more demon than princess.
Okay, but you were the one whose hand turned into a claw, my guy. I feel like... there's a
They
thing.
don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. Don't get all in your head about it.
Okay, he can definitely hear both of them.
The interior of the cabin is larger than it should be. The only item of furniture is a plain wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
That is not the same table. The interior of the cabin is larger than it should be. Okay, well,
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I know. Yeah, I guess I better
You
take
take
it.
the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I mean, she straight punched the shit out of me last time, so...
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden staircase. The steps are wide and deep. The air seeping up from below is heavy and oppressive, with an odd, eggy stink to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh, she itching for a fight. She won a scrap.
It's somehow even fiercer than it was before.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see it.
Of course it is. Don't let it intimidate you. You carefully make your way down the stairs.
Yeah, I want to see give me a buff princess. Do it. Hell yeah.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Yeah, she want to punch me. She want to step on me, and I'm about to let her do it.
Is it just me, or is she bigger than last time?
Hell yeah, she is.
It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
She could probably rip me in half.
I told you. It's pointless.
I don't think it's pointless, my guy.
I was wondering when I might have company. Free me from my bindings, and maybe I'll let you live for a while.
What? What? Girl was about to step on me. That's good. I love this. I love this already. Gosh, I really want to know. I'm gonna pause real quick. Just real quick. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, this is me testing my microphone and listening to it on stream. Just give me a second. You can hear me. That's amazing. I didn't mess this up entirely. In fact, I could probably turn the microphone down just slightly. Okay. Perfect. Good. Let's do another run. Let's go. Lovely. You are all my favorite people right now. Ooh, they got a Patreon. Ooh, girl, they got a Patreon? I'm gonna get me one of those. Let's go again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, let's start asking some questions. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
Why would I kill
If
them?
anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Have you ever considered the reason why she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? I'm not convinced she's going to end the world. Oh, okay, thanks for telling me.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He might, though, is the problem. Like, I do feel like the right idea is to kill her.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Okay,
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
so it
The only furniture
does
of note
change.
is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Sure. Okay, we'll take it
You
again.
take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Fair.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's commanding, almost as though she's the one in charge down here.
She is, though.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you? Yeah, that's the funny bit. Wait. Just checking in on you. I feel like that would be better to say if I didn't have the knife in my hand. Maybe this is the funnier bit.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
No, why would I kid about something like that? That'd be a cruel joke. Nice. Okay. What? No way, why would you do that? I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Stealing mirrors a step forward. I'm just gonna say, yeah, it wasn't a joke.
Okay, well, what if you didn't kill me?
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah, heck with it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Why you got to get closer to
Against
talk to
your
her,
better
though?
judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Yeah, that seems like a bad plan. Like, you can talk to her from the stairs.
We'll be fine.
Will you, though?
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
That's funny. That's funny in a weird way, though. How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're going to end the world. There's people out there who think you're a threat to the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? That would be the best icebreaker, really. How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Yeah.
Do you?
I'm a fan of the more verbose choice, sure.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk, but this isn't talking.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
I don't get to explore that, huh? Okay. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here. And if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Say what?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
No, that's definitely. Did you not hear me read the content warnings?
She is. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Okay. How long have we been down here?
Too long.
Right, sure.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Okay, but I did come on a little strong by saying I was down here to kill her. She maybe doesn't want to participate.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm worried that choosing this one is just going to get us the same thing because we've hesitated and didn't just straight slay her. I'm getting you out of here. That doesn't sound appealing.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. We can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice.
Okay.
Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
She giving me those "I'ma kill you" eyes. I made my choice. I'm logging her in the basement. Okay, let's get her out of here. Okay, we did kill her the last time. I got a feeling this has got a lot to do with amputation. So if you happen to be watching this stream, you probably have a problem with amputation. You probably want to get gone. Cause I think I'm gonna let her out. I think I'm gonna let her out. Yeah.
Oh, for the love of...
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
Fair. Okay.
You're making a huge mistake.
Maybe. Probably.
No, you're doing the right thing.
I'm also sort of doubtful about that.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Oh man, she's gonna jack me in the jaw again.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
I'll be here.
Yep.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Not fair.
Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
What?
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Keep trying the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
And you, sir, are a prick. And a bastard.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I don't think I'm gonna like what happens if I don't. Let her go.
Against your
Whoa,
better judgment.
okay.
place
Here's
the
that
blade
content
against
warning
the
stuff.
princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding
Mm-hmm.
chain.
Yeah.
You cut into her flesh.
Yep. Okay. The hands again. We are not human, y'all. This is not... Me as a warrior is not... There's something else
The blade
going
is
on.
sharp. You make quick work
Whoa.
with it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. The princess clutches the wound, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Frankly, it's just a hand, my guy. It's
Thank you.
overcomable.
Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Man. Oh. Do it.
Stop that.
Oh. I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess dodges? Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Slay. Resist? Or do I just do it? Do I just... no.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She knocks your legs out from under you with a swift kick. You didn't even see it coming. You fall to the ground, the wind leaving your lungs all at once in a violent puff, and her knee settles on your throat. You try to gasp for air, but she pushes on your windpipe with weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. You won't draw another breath.
See, this is what I wanted to happen in the last ending.
When she manages to escape from this place and brings ruin to the world, know that it was all your fault. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happening. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, but we figured that was going to happen anyway, right? Right. Ah. There must be a chapter 2 on all of these. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
She's going to kill me again, but I died. What am I doing here? We're getting out. What happens? Turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
I'm actually pretty okay with it. I relish the coming of a new dawn and beyond it. Yeah, yes.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever. Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Sure.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
You were a dick, dude. What is...
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like,
But
dies.
who is
dies.
everyone?
Forever.
don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Good, maybe everyone should die. You are not emotionally blackmailing to do this? Yes.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
Listen, dude.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
I'm beginning to see why in the related games bit on Twitch, it said that the Stanley Parable was something that was comparable to this. There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Fine. Oh yeah, well, I'll just start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep yes.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes, glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Oh, I love when they're doing the music.
As you
Oh,
focus on
yes!
the surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oh, I love it.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Oh, that's so good.
Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Irritating you is a lot more fun than slaying that princess. She's mean.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right?
Okay, yeah.
But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies. You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, shit.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Am I in a dome now? What is this?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, we did that. Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go in the cabin. Yeah, I want to do
What
this.
are you talking about? Those walls have always been there. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost, or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yeah, screw this guy. They might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If by ruining my day you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you can pull that off.
That's interesting. So the last run we got the voice of the broken. Now we have the voice of the contrarian. But the voice of the contrarian was exactly what we were trying to do in just not giving the narrator what he wants.
Still, the world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead. have one last
That's so
warning.
wild. That's so good.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore them, they're just being difficult for the sake of it. The interior of the cabin is odd, the air smelling faintly of plastic, the wood of the walls fitting together at uncomfortable angles. The only furniture is a plain wooden table, its legs all the wrong lengths, causing it to tilt towards the door. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Yeah, that's an awful table. I like this thing that's happening when you kind of choose, I guess. Are you choosing your route with the first run and then the second run? God, that's intimidating. Nice work, Black Tabby. This is good stuff. I think I accidentally clicked on the wrong guy. There we go.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyways?
Fair question.
I, for one, would rather have it. We don't really know what we're dealing with here. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
What does a princess mean in this world? What is... Every time we've gone down there, we've gone with the blade. Let's not go this time. We're gonna leave it behind.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden staircase. The steps are warped and shoddily constructed. The air seeping up from below is heavy, oppressive, with an odd stink to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs, its multi-tonal lilt adding to the already uneasy atmosphere.
Is someone there?
Okay.
This isn't what I expected her to sound like.
So she has power that the narrator doesn't have. The narrator actually can't control her, but he can control us.
What is she? I think we'd all like to know. You're playing a dangerous game by coming down here unarmed.
I mean, she's gonna kill me anyway, dude.
You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Okay.
She locks eyes with you, one moving a little faster than the other. The loose skin of her face stretches into something resembling a smile. Good Lord. Something in her neck bulges, roiling under her skin as she starts to speak, her voice pouring out between her closed teeth.
Yes.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I had a friend.
Ah. They chose such good places to throw the wish list this damn game. Wish list it. Do it. 7 more endings in the demo and more ways to die. Hot dog. Okay, I'm gonna do this one more time. I could... What do we have for options? Unseen tags. Okay, so there is skips. Roll back side. Fair enough. Okay. Controls, options, load. I'm also going to have to visit Scarlet Hollow. This is very good. I'm liking this game a lot.
You're on a path.
I'm gonna skip through some of this. Man, do I just kill her this time? Do I just straight march in there and... Yeah, let's do that.
That's the spirit.
Let's just kill her. Let's just do it.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find the princess within.
Yeah, I bet she's nasty,
Warning, before you go any further.
Does it have something to do with she'll lie, she'll cheat, and she'll tell me anything in order to get me to not kill her?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe a word she says.
I'll try. You know what, this time I'm on your side.
Go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Fair. But there's been some problems with some other runs.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
Mm-hmm.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Take that blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
We're gonna do the thing. We are going to fulfill the title.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her
of
voice
the game.
carries.
Who's there?
It's
me.
commanding. Almost as though she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I'm not even gonna say a word. We're just
Good.
going.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, I kinda am. I did bring the blade, didn't I? I need to do a run where I don't have a blade, and I just say, what? No, what? What? Alright, we're just gonna do it.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Yeah, do it.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Probably not, to be honest.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming, but I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead. I'm not sure. I feel like she has some kind of trick up her sleeve. I mean, we kind of know it's one of these two, right? Of course not. It was too easy. I like that one.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
Check her sleeves.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only
What?
a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of space.
Oh, man.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
This is actually kind of creepier than the bulging neck princess, to be honest. Let's see, that's bullshit. Let's not be angry.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past.
Wow.
No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just going to stay here forever, right?
I mean, probably not.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Okay. Maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here, though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Oh, man.
He's right. It's the only way out.
He is right, isn't he? Content warning, I guess. It looks like that's the direction we're headed, so...
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
Dude, this cabin smells like... must. Like old gym sock.
Do you not? There's more for us to do. and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
You're right, I didn't like that. Yeah, I'm going to stick around and do nothing, at least for a little while longer. How long can I put it off?
What a relief. I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Perfect. Oh my god. I love it. I love this game. I love it. It's the best. This game is not coming out fully until 2023. And I think that's maybe more horrifying than anything I've seen tonight. This is great. This is... Man, what do I want to do one more? What time is it? 09. I don't know. That seems like a pretty good place to stop. But I might come back and get the other endings. There's how many other endings? There's 7 endings in the demo. We've seen 3 of them. So yeah, maybe I'll come back to this. But if I don't, the demo is available on Steam right now. You can also wishlist Slay the Princess on Steam. I believe the devs have already said it's going up on itch.io at some point. So look for it over there if that's your jam. Yeah, and then maybe check out this Scarlet Hollow thing. I have not done that. But boy, I kind of want to after playing this. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. If you have been hanging out with me tonight, if you want to hit that subscribe button, yeah, sure. I only stream every once in a while, so you know, do whatever. I want to play more games like this though, so look for that in the future probably. Otherwise, have yourself a damn good night, and yeah, download this, please. Support these devs. This game is rad as hell. I can't wait until the full version comes out. Yeah, good times. All right, thanks everybody. Have a good evening.